believe that Jedekiah thinks he is definitely doing the right thing with Ultra and, wanting to control the Tomorrow people, essentially.
I do. I think he's coming from experience. He's coming from, that academic world that knows that when species are rivals, the superior one wins, and it's merciless. Nature knows no compassion. It just the bottom line is the bottom line, and the stronger species will wipe out the weaker ones, unless we're able to get the jump and preempt destiny. So I think he's coming from his swath of evolutionary knowledge.
Will we get more backstory on how he came to have those beliefs?
I hope so. I haven't seen it in the ones that I've read. They've been getting into some character development amongst the Tomorrow people, which is really cool. And I do want to see what makes Jedekiah tick, and what's behind this fanatical desire to kill these folks.
How does Jedekiah manage to convince Stephen's family that he's their uncle?
How did he manage to convince them?
Yeah.
Because he is.
Oh, he really is?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I did not. Yeah. I didn't catch that. Wow, that was my dumb question. No,
unless there's because I'm like,
no.
Do you know something I don't know? Because I didn't watch the BBC series, or BBC, was it in BBC?
BBC, yeah.
I think he was a robot on BBC.
He was like a shape-shifting robot or something.
Yeah.
Weird. That's fantastic.
That's still to come.
That's still to come, yeah. I think I am his uncle.
Okay.
When you read these kind of roles, what kind of really draws you to it? I mean, you don't always want to necessarily cling to a character who's a villain, so what draws you?
Well, it seems like you have to find the good in the character, and you have to get morally behind the character, and because the character is unaware of their sin, if that is what they're committing in this case, and what I like about the character is they're passionate and almost fanatical about achieving something, and rather profound in their justification for it, intellectual, moral justification for it. And it's kind of a gift as an actor to be able to play people that are smarter than you, which is evolutionary biologist, and more passionate than you about pursuing something, more ambitious and less thoughtful about the consequence. I mean, we can't do that in everyday life, but when you're the villain, you get to drive everything, and you bring out the best in everybody because they have to meet up to your challenge.
How much have they told you about the backstory between Jedekiah and John?
I've heard nothing. Have you? It is a mystery that I'm really...
It comes up in the pilot a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. I'm very anxious to see what they're going to do with that relationship. A little nervous, too.
Do you know, I don't know if you've been told, if you go back to, I guess, Jedekiah and the brother, if that comes around at all, because something broke there, obviously.
Yeah, something did break, and I imagine we must, it's something that I'd like to see, as a viewer. I definitely want to see what makes Jedekiah tick and what made the split happen. If there's a rift, what's going on? I mean, it's definitely a big mystery there that I'd like to uncover.
It's intimidating to be kind of one of the sole adults on a youthful cast.
I am the old man. I'm the old man.
That's an adult.
Yes, I am the adult. I'm the babysitter. But they're all so professional and so good, and it's I feel privileged to be a part of it. And they make me feel young.
Do you think that the fact that Steven's his nephew and that there's the family relationship might change his views on the Tomorrow people, or does the familial relationship not really matter at all?
That is a very interesting question, because there's something that happens a little later where I say something very similar to that, which makes me think, well, I still consider him, even though he's changing and morphing into this other being, one of us. And there's interesting moral questions that come up in the next couple of ones that definitely tread interesting water, and Jedekiah's doesn't seem as black and white about it. And I don't know if it's just pragmatism and of the moment, but that's definitely a very interesting place. I think I do consider him family, and I think it will add a lot of complicated wrinkles to things. Especially seeing his heart and seeing that he's actually a good-hearted kid. With my experience with so many of the Tomorrow people is that they're deviant, antisocial, and if they're not, we kind of push them that way by, trying to change them.
What's it like to be shooting in Vancouver again, which of course you did Supernatural up there?
I love Vancouver. It's great, and it's been great being there the last week because it's been 70 degrees there and 1,000 degrees everywhere else, so it's been really nice. Even though I haven't shot yet, I'm going to start shooting episode 2 on Monday. They've already been shooting for 4 days though.
Do you think Jedediah's motivation is that is he resentful that he's genetically connected to a Tomorrow person but isn't evolved himself?
I'm ashamed to say that I do think envy plays a part of Jedediah's personality and the fanaticism behind his desire to hunt these people down.
Even just to understand why he isn't.
Yeah, I do. I think it's a Cain and Abel kind of story between John Price's character and me.
Raptors, thank you very much.
Awesome.